Hi guys, what is going on? So we've got some huge breaking transfer news. Eberechi to Arsenal. Here we go, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Now this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. This has all happened in a day. Arsenal were not even in for him yesterday, and now they've got him tonight. Crazy. This is mad. Listen, I'm going to touch on the type of player Eze is in a minute, but you've got to feel sorry for Spurs. God, you've got to feel sorry for Spurs. You really, really do. You know, Eze was so close to going to Spurs. He was so close. But then Arsenal, just out of nowhere, coming for him. And, to be fair to Eze, the Arsenal project is the better project to go to. It just is. Arsenal are nowadays in title races, can go deep in Champions League. So you can understand why Eze has chosen Arsenal over Spurs, but you've got to feel sorry for Spurs, Spurs had agreed a deal, I think, with Crystal Palace. I think Eze had accepted terms, but then Arsenal just tonight, boom, in there, get it done. Unbelievable transfer scene, that. Unbelievable from Arsenal. Obviously this has come back off Kai Havertz being injured. I think Kai Havertz got injured in training, I believe, a couple of days ago, and Arsenal needed a replacement, and they've got one in so quick. I don't think anyone saw this coming. I don't think anybody saw this coming. What I would say is a bit confusing is that Kai Havertz has been playing striker for Arsenal. Eze's not a striker. I don't even think he's a left winger. I think Eze's best position is a centre attacking midfielder. And that role is filled up by the captain, Martin Odegaard. And you're not going to drop your captain, are you? So I am a little bit confused with this transfer, if I'm being honest. Yes, very good depth. But if Arsenal are thinking of shifting Eze to the left, I think it's a waste of time. It's an absolute waste of time. Eze is not a left winger. He isn't. He's a centre attacking midfielder. And Odegaard plays that position. And Kai Havertz has been playing striker. So I don't really understand why Arsenal have made this move. Maybe it's because they don't want to see Spurs getting a really good player. So Arsenal hijacked it. I have no idea, but I do find it a bit of a weird one, to be honest. But, Arsenal will have to laugh at their bitter rivals, Tottenham Hotspur, at this. No doubt about it. As being said, Eze will, I think, play. Because I think Crystal Palace play tomorrow night. I think it's a European qualifier game. So I think Eze is going to be playing in that. And then, I presume, he'll probably get a bloody car down to the Emirates training ground, get his medical done, and probably sign officially this weekend. I don't think he'll play for Arsenal this weekend, as I'll be very, very stunned if that happens. But probably game week 3, Eze will be playing for Arsenal in an Arsenal shirt. But Arsenal have got a great player. If you know me, I love Eberechi Eze. I absolutely love him. He is everything I love in a footballer. The way he drives with the ball, the way he's just so calm on the ball, everything looks effortless with Eze. And, Arsenal have got a superb player. And listen, as a United fan, I am jealous of this because I think he's such a good player. I really, really do. Crystal Palace are losing a big one. They're losing the big one. Obviously, they lost Elise last summer. And now they're losing Eberechi Eze. And they could even lose Mark Gahey as well to Liverpool, I believe. But that's not done yet. But again, this is the problem, isn't it? This is the problem. Palace won the FA Cup. They're in, I believe, the Conference League. I think once they get through the qualifiers, I believe. And the big club has gone and basically stolen their best player. And Adam Wharton, you look at another young, up-and-coming, brilliant Crystal Palace player. he'll most likely leave next summer. But like I said, this is the circle of football. If you're a smaller club and you get a player really good and you develop them, a big club's going to come in for them and going to get them, and that's exactly what's happened here again, unfortunately. I think the fee is £68 million, but guys, you know me, I don't look at transfer fees. But yeah, honestly, I just can't believe Spurs. I think James Maddison did his ACL 3 weeks ago. So Spurs have had 3 weeks to get this Eze deal done. 3 weeks to get it done. And, well, they've snoozed, and Arsenal, their arch rivals, have gone and took probably their number one target for that centre attacking midfielder. Unbelievable by Arsenal. You got to praise it from Arsenal, but the thing is, which I'm confused about, is I just don't know where he's going to play. I don't know where he's going to play. Maybe if Arteta can develop Eze into a left winger, he probably will play left wing, but I just don't think he's a left winger. I think if you put Eze on the left, you're losing a lot of his game. Eze is so good at just finding them pockets in midfield, turning on the ball, driving at defenders. He's brilliant at it. He's not a left winger. And I will stand by that. He's a centre attacking midfielder. But you got to say fair play to Arsenal. This is what potential title winners do. If a club's in for somebody, you got to act. And yes, I know Spurs probably aren't going to be nowhere near the Premier League title this season. But Arsenal have acted, and they've got one of the best players in the Premier League, in my opinion. I think Eberechi is that, and I'm really hoping he can shine at Arsenal. I really do, mainly just for the player, because I like the player. I hate Arsenal. I couldn't give a toss about Arsenal, but Eze, I really do like, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens to him at Arsenal. But it's baffling that you're not going to take out Odegaard. He's the club captain. Listen, strength in depth, brilliant. But I don't really think Odegaard gets many injuries. I find it a bit confusing, if I'm being brutally honest with you. But commiserations to Spurs. Oh, it's so Spursy, isn't it? It is so Spursy to not get this deal over the line when they've had 3 weeks to do it since that Maddison injury. I think the Spurs attack is not great, but if they would have got Eze, I actually think it could have been quite decent. Listen, Kudus looks like a brilliant player, but I don't think that's enough. I think Spurs' attack lacks options. Eze would have helped that, but obviously that's not going to happen now. Absolutely stunning scenes tonight, really. Didn't really expect this to happen. I thought Eze was 100% going to Spurs, and then, Arsenal coming and stole him from the grasp of Spurs. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on this crazy transfer. Like, it actually is crazy. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Catch you later.